Hello. Today is the day after Christmas on 2009. On 2019. I'm chilling in bed. I ate a lot of food yesterday and I'm feeling a little guilty about it. But I'm also just feeling like I don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't want to care. And it feels amazing. I'm obviously not there to the point where I'm 100% good with everything that's going on in my life. But you know what? I think this year I've really started to move forward in trying to accept who I am truly. And that has not come without feeling like garbage, feeling like, not like I want to die, but like there's no point living. Not without feeling very guilty about who I am, what I've done. I haven't done anything. Yeah, it's just been a big year of trying to figure out what I'm doing and who I am. And I think I'm feeling better about a lot of things. There's a lot of days where I just feel empty and I really feel like not great and I feel really alone and I feel really trash in terms of not feeling like I belong to any community and I just don't know who I am and just really rethinking who I am, even in the simplest of terms of thinking I'm a Chinese Canadian. I'm meeting a lot of people in the world these days who say they're Chinese Canadian and learning that actually really implies that your parents are immigrants. Didn't know that because I don't think I'd met a lot of half people who were like fourth generation, and the only other people who are like that are my cousins and my family, and I never see them. So it's been really weird, kind of thinking about that in a different way, thinking about how I relate to in relationships. This year's been a lot about thinking about responsibility and what that means to me. Even right now, as I say this, I'm not 100% good. I think that's the thing in a lot of these like videos I watch where people are like, I'm amazing. This year has been amazing. I think a lot of people assume that when people make those videos that it almost can seem a little alienating because, well, maybe not a lot of people. I'm finding that I assume a lot. I didn't realize to which degree, which is a lot. But yeah, just like watching these videos of people being like, this was my journey, blah, blah, blah. This is what happened in my life. So you watch a lot of those videos and you kind of assume that it's like if someone's talking about their struggle, that means it's over, which isn't true a lot of the time. Or maybe like that part is over, but like that doesn't mean they're completely absolved of like what has happened. And I think I forget that a lot of time. Because when I watch these videos, you watch them, people are like, I've went through this and this, and you're like, wow, they are so much braver, like, I don't know, like they've been through so much more than me, and I start comparing myself, and I start saying like, feeling guilty that like, about my life, when it's kind of dumb to compare your life to someone else's, and I'm just realizing that now, and I feel kind of guilty about that too, but like, I don't know why I feel guilty. There's like no, guilt is just like a pressure you put on yourself for not doing something. But in a lot of cases, I feel guilty about just like not knowing. But it's just like, how can I feel guilty about not knowing? Like, the only thing I can do from that is stop feeling guilty about that. It's just learn from it and go forward. And I think that I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to, from now on, like in things that I identify, like I'm not an idiot, in things I identify as like not great, I'll try and move forward from that and be like, yeah, that was not a super sick move. Maybe I should try and learn from that and seek out why that happened, or like what I could do next time to make it better. And like, admittedly too, I'm not gonna do that at 100% every single time. I'm gonna fuck up, I'm gonna be lazy. And I think that's also a part of growing up, is accepting yourself in those ways. And yeah, my dad's calling, so I'm gonna hang up. I thought it was Gaston. I got really excited because he called me. I'm gonna actually call him back in a second. I got really excited. This is a great thing that's happening right now on camera. So yesterday Gaston messaged, the day before, Gaston messaged me, and he said, Happy Merry Christmas. And I messaged him back. He didn't message me back, and I said, hey, you too, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. And he didn't call me back yesterday, which I thought was kind of weird. I thought it was weird because I thought he would call me back. That's all. I thought we were kind of on those. I just thought that's what happened, because that would happen, because in the past that's what has happened. And I guess what I learned from that is that you can't always depend on the past to be a predictor of the future, which is not a bad thing, but I can see that in a negative way, but also in a really positive way, in that like I'm realizing a lot of body stuff right now about like eating and just like feeling bad about like my body and stuff, and just realizing like, okay, people made fun of you in the past for like I don't even know what. I think that was the worst part, is that they made fun of me for things I didn't even like understand. So it's just like so abstract. It's like I don't even know how to feel secure or not secure about this. It's just like you're just attacking me, like my existence at that point. And I'm just like, I don't even understand. I don't even know like what part of me you don't like. You just don't like me, and I guess in that way it was hard to understand that, but I guess in a good way, now I'm learning that like that first of all, not everyone has to like you, and they don't have to give you a reason. Not to say that was like particularly bullying's like chill and like that was cool, but like not everyone has to like you for any reason, and like if they don't, that's not really my problem. It became my problem because they were antagonizing me at school, and that's somewhere I literally had to go to. I didn't really have a choice whether you go to elementary school or middle school. I guess I could have moved schools. Never considered that really. But yeah, just kind of realizing that people don't have to like you and don't have to tell you why they don't like you. And I guess that goes the same for me. Like, I don't have to tell people. And this is the thing. Once you set these like values and limits for yourself, then how you treat others becomes very clear. So it's like you treat others the way you treat yourself. And that can be a good thing, and that can be a bad thing. And it's actually very helpful knowing yourself, because you're able to know others much better, or make the best educated guess you can make about others. This is kind of all over the place at the moment. So anyway, I'm just turning my guest on call. I'm all over the place. Anyway, all I was gonna say is that, and now I get really excited. I'm expecting a call from Gaston, and I don't know what I'm expecting when this call comes. I guess I'm expecting us to chat. I'm expecting it to be a long phone call, and I'm expecting us to talk about what he's been up to, and I want to talk about what I've been up to, and I want to know like what's new with him. And I guess the fear that I'm having now is that he doesn't care about me, which I know isn't true, because he sent me a message that said Merry Christmas, and that's one indicator that you care for someone. It's not like, anyway, so I know he cares. If that's my concern, it shouldn't be, but I think the real concern is the fact that I felt like I had someone I could count on and rely upon, even though we'd still broken up. And that was very comforting to me. But I think even with thinking this, I have to remember that first of all, I broke up with him. Not to say there's rules around that, but like I broke up with him. I chose to not be with him. So I made a decision that I didn't want to be with him. So he doesn't have any obligation to me, at all. He said he did, but he can change his mind. I can't control that. I'm saying this right now. I'm not sure if I believe it yet, but I'm cognizant of it. I'm cognizant of the fact that I can't change someone's mind. I can't control what they think, and that feels horrible. But it also feels good because I know that that's the right thing. And in saying right thing, I mean, like, that's what I think is right. And I think that's the right thing to do. And so much in my life, I think sometimes that's why I'm really upset, because I'm not living the way I'd want to. I find it, I'm almost like, I'm afraid. I feel like I don't have enough courage to live the way I want to. Wow. That was a sentence. I don't have enough courage to live the way I want to. Or be I don't have enough courage to be the person I want to be, because I guess in the past, it's been met with anger or like negativity. But also, in a lot of ways, as I've grown up, as I've met different people, it's been met with a lot of positivity, I think. I mean, I still have friends who are still with me, regardless of me being a complete mess this year. Complete disaster. Complete reevaluation of who I am and what the fuck I stand for and what I believe in and what I think is right. And I still have, whether it be 1 or 20 friends, I have in between there some friends that still support me and still like me, which is baffling to me. And I don't know why it's baffling to me. I guess it's because I assume it's weird. It's really weird, because it's just like, if someone I knew is going through something like this, I would also probably support them. But for some reason, I assume that other people are different and that they wouldn't do that. And I guess that's just an indication of who your real friends are. I guess that's it, maybe. Anyway, this has been longer than I thought, so I'm going to end it here. But it's it's December 26, 2019. It's Thursday? I think it's Thursday. And yeah, I'm going to the island today. I'm going to come back. And we're going to keep going. And we're going to keep trying to love ourselves. And in doing that, it's going to be much easier to treat other people and feel good about treating other people the way I would want to be treated. Because I'm going to figure out how I want to be treated. And I'm going to figure out how to treat myself with love and compassion and forgiveness and hope and acceptance. And much easier said than done. But here we are. You're still alive. I'm still kicking it. I still got buds. I still have a career path. Regardless of whether it's the one I want, I can still make money. Able-bodied. I'm conventionally good-looking, considered that, I think. Not to say I'm good-looking to everyone, but I'm aware. I think that's the thing. When I was younger, I was really aware of the fact that, like, I have features that people like, or that are, like, viewed as beautiful. So it was really hard to sometimes also. Okay, I said the video was over, but, like, no rules, so I'm gonna keep going. When I was younger, I knew that I was considered, that I had this, like, thing that was considered good by society. However, there were other things about it. Was like this weird, like, paradox, I guess, where it's like I knew that was a thing, so I was very, very aware of myself as a kid. Like, I remember dressing up sometimes and being like, I think I'm drawing too much attention to myself, and I can feel that. I don't want to try too hard, but I want to look nice. So it was very strange trying to balance it. It's always been this, like, yeah, what do I do to either please other people or make sure other people don't look at me, or make sure people do look at me, but not too much, and, like, I don't want to grab too much attention, and, like, I don't want to feel guilty. Anyway, it's a nice day out, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try and take it easy. I guess I'm gonna start off by calling my dad back, and yeah. That's, oh, I have a job interview today. Okay, this is way longer than I thought. Okay, goodbye.